Hey everyone, down here from the Tabo concept over here, where the last video for this comic studio, it was actually that I just made of this video in about for 3 rows. Now I made of this video in about for the comic studio or Syrupes out of context in comic studio as well. And that was pretty the last videos, but it stands for memes. But today's video we're going to be checking out Enzo's random stuff or Enzo's random comic studio. But as you can see in this comic studio, what anything as well, because there must be Anika, there's SpongeBob, the Aduri and Friends, Battle of Giants, or the Battle of Giants, the 10 Dogs, the Pixar Jr., and Larry the Cucumber. So starting of the main cast as well. And the fan made stuff could be actually Anika as well. So starting with her, it was multiple of those, probably female cats as well. Including her for such as one thing as well. So I'm probably sure this is not going to be for some sort of a little bit of real. Because of custom sprites, wasn't going to be this should be a girl with this one? And what about where's her mother? I don't really think this isn't gonna be going for making so much. And then the next one could be for the automobiles. I really don't think that could be automobiles and monster trucks, tractors, tanks, fire trucks, and the escalators or some sort of a wrecking ball. So let's just completely add for some vehicles and stuff from anything it does not able to go for anyways as well. So a moving living monster truck was even not even one purpose of smashing small cars. And what about for the emergency response? Fire engine. I never got this, like these things as anyways. So, looks like it's up to for the emergency response. And probably the next thing could be dogs. Then 10 dogs, we're gonna be see the reveal. Is this a real puppy? But I really think it is. It was a yes. And more dogs or more dogs such as Chihuahua and some sort of we really know what is actually like a Chinese dogs like anything as well. Real puppies, a lot of puppies, Chihuahuas, Dalmatians, and what about a Labrador? It was over here from their way. And what is some sort of likely anything as well? Or a corgi. Like even for so very much as well. So we have done this for right now. And we have a Pixar lamp. I really think that was one thing as well. So this is one of the one big cucumber for one of these things as well. So nothing is absolutely all that you want to do this, as you'll be seeing this. So I may add it right here onto this lamp, and should be able to be told, unlike flashing the fire truck off. So what about this, guys? That was a little bit probably evil, unless we're gonna be put it right on the back of the tractor that I just got here. And next, we have the props, starting with Nintendogs items. Some sort of like those things as well. We got some sort of Mario Karts, a music disc, and some things that is actually pretty likely to do so. Let's just pretty expand like anything as well. Unless we're gonna be spawn like racing cars like itself. Mario Karts for them like anything else as well. So probably sure. this is not going to be getting a little bit tough as well. So this is a little bit for just as well. What about for the picks or items? And there's no bowl because I just using for the show off spoilers. And the fan-made stuff isn't going to do this. It's just music disc. Ooh, there is a broken disc. But most of those remixes disc as well, or disc as well, or like the music box. There is a music box over here. But I'm probably pretty sure. And where is gonna be for one effect? And finally, we got the backgrounds itself for the main cast. Unlike big stuff like, even nothing such as rainforest as well. Even it's going to come even a little bit even fast, but that's not going to find out. So we have some sort of a desert. We're gonna be moving a little bit for just as well, and then we're gonna be added for some a little bit for one thing as well. So not even though this is not going to get a little bit even happening whatever we try to do. So I may putting around of this living room, and then what actually that I just spawn a tractor and a cucumber right over here, which means it's that pretty not even possible. So, and what about the fan-made stuff? It was just for the background things as well. I'm not even possible that I just not going to think. Let's just add a living room and looks like the indoor house as well. So I'm probably sure this is not going to be even right. So let's spawn anything as possibly that we do. And we'll not try to do this like anything before, but I'll be right back of this video and it will be taking for so much for the final project. Later on, we forgot Earl Grey, as I might going to be putting him for just about for one time. That wasn't going to be actually for one surprise, even though that I might going to be putting for one thing, of course. Even if it's actually that I might going to be showing you this out. So here is the final project, except this one. But unfortunately, I might not be able to be continue for about of these things before we're going to be moving on to the next video as well. So, if it is not going to be submitted sprites, and should I say, we're going to be added a Bentley as anyways as well. So, I'm probably not sure that we're going to be putting around the Mustang over here or Bentley over here. So, maybe should we put around for some sort of a Monte Carlo or something like anything as well. So I should be able to put a Chevy Monte Carlo for around just right over here, besides the next round of these things as well. So I don't really think that actually counts with other kinds of these things as well. So what about for Scruffiness Cookie as well, or Scruffiness Comic Studio as well? That is even for the final part as well. We add a desert and some sort of a woodens as well, the rooms as well, and a racetrack that we absolutely spawned or added for a recent one time. We added a police car, and something is actually pretty missing. And I'm nothing that is actually never be able to be saying it, but I'm not pretty sure that we're gonna be added for some sort of like these things. I try to guess that we're gonna be going for a little bit as possible as well before the end of this video. So, by the way, that before we're gonna be end of this video so quick that we're not gonna be off time as well. But unfortunately, it will taking for too long as well. And finally, we're made it over here to Scruffiness Comic Studio, as I might going to be spawn the couch onto the middle. So that could be the final thing as well. And I mean this. It's not gonna be almost over. But unless there must be some sort of a sea cake. And where's the couch? It's right over here. That we never guess. So I never just guess. It's gonna be on a further racetrack from over here for just well. So it's on the couch from over here. That must be for the dinosaur. the rambutan, and the purple yum, and the mala sauce. Unless except for OCs from themselves as well. So I never even get it for about anyways as well. So there must be a Pixar like these things, a fire truck, and a police car patrolling outside or making its way going to get out of the way for just going to be on the rescue. And another one that they just added, potato cookie, is just going to be running us all the way forwards as well. Even that is not going to be actually for one disaster, and especially there must be a cucumber, or the cucumber over here. There must be a racing rats that are going to be crushed by a monster truck, and there must be one of its, well, for these, gotta be for the suspect's worst enemy, or the LSPD's police worst enemy, was Roquefort Cookie, has just completely moved into his new home without anything as red berry or itself for the magenta berry for just one thing as well. And a student that realized that Roquefort Cookie was the suspect over here in this house, and it's not especially for around here that she was pretty innocent or like these things. She was pretty innocent as well, because unlike this thing as well, so probably that could be for a little bit as well, so I'm not pretty sure that is going on. I didn't remember that her name, but it was. So let's move on to the racetrack that I just completely forgot her name. In fact, it was Sable Cookie was being feared out of him, or nothing it was that we're gonna be going to a little bit as quickly as possible. So I'm not very sure that isn't gonna be the part of this thing as well. So not before that we should be able to go for this way as well before the video is going to be at 15 minutes long. So we're moving on to the racetrack. We got a supercar cookie that isn't going to do this. That I never swear that he sees one of those go-karts such as Mario and the Princess Peach, or like these things. Look around for these go-karts as well. Even that they are watching this as well. Not even going to do this. That wasn't going to be pretty interesting. He was being shocked like them, or being shocked from them as well. And last one on this clip as well, and nothing that I just completely remembered that Sable Cookie it was. Nothing is moving over here. That Indonesian guy was going to be mad at them from these things as well, and I'm probably sure there must be language with the chat's parents that the cheesecake cookie realized that wasn't going to do, like he was going to be knowing to do this, because she was being suspicious about his parents from language chat, and there must be one person from these things from the underworld of those things as well, or maybe such as for the Lost Golden City, or the Lost Golden City as well, and another one from the Tropical Soda Islands. Even that for sure, that looks like Granny as anyway. So that is going to be wrap up for today's videos, and I'm making sure that this comic studio is going to be linked in the description down below, and of course that I just actually have for this one draft as well for made here for this today. So that could be possibly the end that I just completely added like these things, but is actually completely, I swear I'm high on drugs, or not gonna be going to do it as well. So just please, I'm pretty high on drugs, just like back in yesterday as anyways. And don't forget the main website is actually linked in the description below. So thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be see you in another video. And I'm didn't actually gonna be signing off. I just tried to do this like anything. I'm gonna be talking to you mini lads all later.